But I think this is villain's only value range in that spot. King 8, call a raise, call a c-bet. Here, turn call is pretty standard. Like, he can barrel a very wide range here, which a lot of people do. But on the queen, he jams 185 and even check 10 hits there. So I would just fold there. Hero decides to call and win as 9-7. I don't like this play at all. Like, he can't expect to get folds from a king and check 10 here, even like queen. Most people will probably call. So because of that population tendency, which I think villain knows about or feels like that, I think folding here as an exploit works really well. But we make the call and are good this time. King 4, check call the turn, and the river is another blank, so no way we can fold there. Yeah, I don't like this fold. Of course, you can have 9x or a better king, but we already have a king, and it's pretty hard to make trips. And the board blanks 2 times, meaning villain might think he can fold out all of our overcard type hands. So yeah, I wouldn't fold there in this spot. Limp kings, c-bet on ace high board, value bet the turn, and face a pretty disgusting river. Let's think about a range we can get value from. Like, what does he call? If he checks behind check 10 makes some sense. Other than that, maybe queen 10, some 9x. Yeah, so we have 2-10 behind, so I think there's enough hands we can get value. Like, even maybe an 8 will call the river because we only jam 200 into a pretty big pot. So yeah, I think the jam definitely works here. 4 deuce, check call again, and villain bets 92. Yeah, it's really like on whatever play, I think. Like, you can call, you can fold. We need to be good 23% of the time. So of course the sizing is a value hand oftentimes, but 6x I would think he bets bigger most of the time, so it's a lot of queen x, maybe some 5s. Yeah, we need to only be good 23%, which against most opponents this should be true. So yeah, I don't mind the call here at all. (10-8), limp call, or did William call? Yeah, William called. Villain checks on this board, and we c-bet, which should be pretty standard, as villain has a lot of weaker cards, some overcards. That's fine. King is a pretty bad card. We're not getting a lot of value, and it hits him pretty well, so we just check behind. And he bets on this river. Yeah, I would just fold here. It hits villain really well. He can have a lot of aces and kings, backdoor flushes. So I don't like here the call too much. King deuce, raise it up. I would c-bet on that board. There aren't too many low cards people will check raise here, so if you check raise, it's a lot of bluffs in my opinion. So we can easily call a check raise, and if we check here, like, there's any card is an overcard, and it's really hard to play that hand. I think, like, against an overbet on this turn, I would just fold right away. Like, especially if it's the first time, I think we just fold. Like, if villain overbets here, I don't think he's gonna slow down on any river card. and unless you want to call down here, I wouldn't call it turn. And because I don't want to call down here, especially readless, I wouldn't call in that spot. Yeah, this happens way too often, or just really any time he overbets the turn on such a board.